In any local game store, the nerds are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: those who cast blue magic, and the rest of us who hate their fucking guts. These are our stories.
Hi there, I'm Richard. While the outer Snail people work to get their organization up and running, they've asked me to go over their guiding principles with you. Which makes sense, because they've heard me say many times that whenever I leave the house, I'm reminded of how many of you jackasses are out there. Now these things seem self-evident to me, but I see their point. It's obvious a lot of your parents screwed up and left us to fix it, so pay attention. To begin with, the two most important things are, one, being nice. Basically the simplest version of the golden rule, which pretty much every freaking religion has in one way or another. And which is funny, by the way, because how many times have people used their religion as an excuse to be dicks to each other? So regardless, it's simple. You want some punk being an ass to your kid. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to let some jerk walk all over you. You have the right to call out and stand up to people being assholes, and I ask that you do. Churchill knew what he was doing when he refused to negotiate with Hitler, okay?
To wage war against a monstrous tyranny never surpassed in the dark and lamentable catalogue of human crime.
Goose-stepping morons.
You ask, what is our aim? I can answer in one word: victory. Victory at all costs.
That on an average day, when you're not kicking the shit out of some Nazis, hair on the side of a smile over snark. Next, be a hard worker. If you're gonna do something, at least make an effort to give it your best. Have some pride in your work, though I half-ass it.
Why contractor, why? This is so sloppy. Look at that. Makes no sense. It's so sloppy.
I don't expect the results to be the most amazing thing ever. People can work their asses off and end up with complete crap, but at least they made an effort. An important application of this concept also applies to which path you choose to follow when you have a difficult decision to make. Oftentimes, doing the right thing is hard work. Like being honest with a loved one, even though it may hurt them or get you in trouble. But don't be lazy and take the easy way out. Be a hard worker. Toughen up. Deal with the repercussions.
So, you paying attention? Like I always told my kids, be nice and be a hard worker.
Okay, Dad!
Those are the main ones. But lately we've added a couple more. Really just derivatives in the first two that we've pointed out on occasion. But lately these things need to be codified as well, so here you go.
David, hold on. What's up, David? You want a treat? Yeah, who's a good boy? Maybe you go bowling. You're a good boy. All right, where were we? All right. Own your shit.
People always want to make excuses for themselves.
Some rationale to explain why they chose to do the things they did.
The problem is, they then often use those reasons to excuse themselves of their bad behavior. It's not their fault because blah, blah, blah made them do it. I don't really care what your rationale was. Everything you do in life is still something you choose to do. Own that fact. You're not a fucking robot. Your behavior is always a choice. Your reasons, maybe something that 99.9999% of people would agree justifies your actions. But you still have to own the fact that you chose to do whatever it is you did. Be accountable. Quit letting yourself off the hook. In addition to not being a robot, you're also not some mindless sheep. You can't relieve yourself from responsibility for your actions because you were too naive to not let some authority figure lead you to do something you shouldn't have.
Being a Christian is about the values of inclusion. Christian nationalism is certainly not based on the values of the gospel. God wants America.
I got that. You see how it flows from the top too. Don't first be a dick to someone, and then a lazy-ass weakling playing the victim. Own your shit.
All right, now on to the last one. It's not all about you.
Regardless of how strongly you feel about a situation, you need to learn to consider whether it's best to put someone else in front of yourself. Especially if you choose to have kids. You better tattoo this one on your freaking forehead. But it doesn't just apply to you and your kids. Another way to think of it is just recognize that what you need, your opinion, doesn't really matter in every situation. Even if your feelings are valid, it doesn't mean they need to be valued. Sometimes your feelings need to take a back seat. You got it? It's not all about you. Get over it. There'll be plenty of times where it is. So there we are. It seems pretty simple, but apparently it's not, which is annoying because I'm pretty sure the world would be a much better place if people just made an effort to live up to these. I'm not saying we gotta be perfect. Just try it.
That's it. You may not have needed to hear all this, but I'm sure you know someone who does. So pass it along and say, congratulations. You're one step closer to not being an asshole.
Johnny in the morning, dog is swinging from off above an avocado tree in my backyard, reading through the morning sun, waiting for my baby to come. Hope he gets here soon. North of Glendale, it's low tide, so don't you wanna ride?
We hope you enjoyed the video. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe to the channel and consider supporting us on Patreon. The link's below and also in the description.
Thank you.